So I'm in the beautiful city of Tocancipá. This is a city here in Colombia. So yeah, just come join me and take a look. I had to get a part for my Samsung phone, so I came out here. So one of the things you want to do when you come to Colombia, when you go to stores or vendors, make sure that you ask around about pricing. So I originally, let me show you all, had got a quote to get a part for my phone. So originally I was quoted about 45,000 pesos. But I went to another place and literally the same exact part was 25,000. So it was essentially almost double for the other one. So when you come to these types of areas, you want to do your homework. It's not like the US when you buy something, it's the same everywhere. But let me show you guys around. So this is what the city looks like. It's extremely pretty. Here you have a school. So one of the nice things about these areas is everything is really local. Let me show you guys the school. This is Institute of Education. So this is a school here. But everything here is pretty it's pretty nice. It's very it's more homey. I don't know how to explain it. You don't have large Walmarts or grand places here. Everything is kind of just more low key, for a lack of better terms, but it's very, very pretty here. But let's take a look at some of the central part of the city here. Walk with me. So let's see, this is kind of like the town square, and we're gonna take a look and see what we see. So this is the Central Administration Municipal Building. In here, what's kind of cool, I don't know why it says mom here. Maybe this was for some holiday or something. But you have a giant thing here. And this is the Central Administrative Municipal. So this is kind of like one of their buildings here that they have. So I'm not sure. Let me ask the lady I'm with what this is. She helped me get this. Shirley, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué?
Edificio de la alcaldía.
It's for government? Edificio para el gobierno?
Sí, ahí está el mayor, el alcalde.
Ah, okay, so this is a government building, she explained. Okay. Okay, and here's the name of the city here. It's called Tocancipá. Let me show you all the front area here, what it looks like. So this is the city here. It's called Tocancipá. So it's about, I would say, 45 minutes from Bogota, Colombia. You can get here like in a bus if you like. And usually in a lot of parts of Colombia, they have the giant signs of kind of the names of the city. So here you have Tocancipá. Okay. And let's take a look and see what else we have here, kind of in the square. So here you have an interesting figure. I'm not sure what it is, but let's take a look and see. It looks like some type of a guy. Let's see if I can get you guys a better look. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, bien. Okay, so let's take a look and see. So this is called El Dorado, and there's a bunch of pigeons on him. If you look here, you can see there's a bunch of pigeons that kind of took over the statue. Pigeons are everywhere, aren't they? Okay. El Dorado. Oh, so here, I'll read it to you. It says, El Dorado. It says, one of the utensils made by this community was the gachas or moyas, large clay pots of the time which were used to make salt bread by evaporating the brine until it was achieved. Then the porridge was broken and the blocks of salt remained. Other pieces were the vessels for offerings in temples and figures that symbolized, I guess, deities. Oh, I didn't know that. It has some like heathenistic roots. Ruta El Dorado. So I guess this is just a man on the road to El Dorado. He's like just on his way walking to the road. Let me see if I can get you guys a better look at him here. Okay, that is that guy there. Okay, let's see what else we see in the city. But yeah, this is kind of just like the town square, what it looks like. It's very basic, but we'll continue walking and see what other things we come across while walking. One of the nice things about Colombia is that it's incredibly green, at least in these parts of the town. It rains a lot. And so because it's always raining, everything is so green. Like if you just, at least compared to California, the air feels a lot fresher to me. And like I said, everything here is really, really vibrant and green. It's more of like a forest atmosphere, which I really like. Let's take a walk down here. And then I'll kind of give you guys a look at this. Maybe we'll meet some locals and they'll talk to us about things. So let's take a look here and see what else we have. But as you can see here, it's an incredibly pretty town. Everything here is just, like I said, it's so green, it's so beautiful. And there's a lot of dogs in Colombia. A lot of dogs just run around randomly, and they get taken care of by people because they often look really healthy, so they must live locally or the locals just take care of them by feeding them. So yeah, but this is Tocancipá. This is just kind of a little preview of one of the little smaller towns. And a lot of people here ride motorcycles. They're very popular. Not everybody here has a car. And the interesting thing with cars here, I'll show you one, is that depending on your license plate number, you're only allowed to drive a certain number of days. So like your license plate number may only allow you to drive Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, for example. So I guess this kind of keeps traffic down, which is not a bad idea, but coming from the United States, you know, we don't have restrictions. If you have a car, you can drive any day that you want, as long as you pay your car insurance and, you know, you have the vehicle properly taken care of. So, but let's take a look at some of the other fun things for a few more minutes so you guys can get an idea. So most of the businesses here are all smaller. You don't have necessarily large supermarkets, like this is one here. And most of the stores are just smaller. They're just kind of like smaller areas. So like we have one here, which is really nice. I don't know, she's walking in here. And so like you'll find things like backpacks, things like this for children, different things of that nature. But yeah, most of the stores here are smaller. Let me show you guys kind of what it looks like. Most of the stores are smaller. Okay. So lots of music. Everywhere you go here, everybody's playing music. And lots of babies here. Every other area you look at, there's a baby. So this is the area of Tocancipá. A lot of old churches too. It's primarily Catholic in this area. ¿Qué es esto? Internet. Para pagar.
If you need something, send a mail, you can pay internet. Do it.
You can pay internet here? Okay, so I guess this is like a building where you can pay internet. Okay. Okay. ¿Tienes hambre? No? ¿Quieres un helado? Una bebida? Una bebida? I'm asking the tour guide if she wants anything. Okay. What are these things here?
It's a bank.
No. It's the symbol. It's just
I don't know, it's like
un pájaro. So there's a lot of street art too here in Colombia. Like I'm gonna let you guys see this. So this is like a bird, and then there's an octopus here. A lot of street art here in these types of cities where people just kind of draw on things. And the one thing about these areas, everything is really, really colorful. Like, let me show you here. Here on this one, you have like a giant beetle. So there's a lot of street art and things like that in these areas. This is the city from a distance. Okay, let's see what else we find. But yeah, this is kind of what it is. And then you have a lot of vendors who just sell food on the streets here, which is really common. But this is the area. And then obviously taking buses is also a really popular thing here. You can take the bus for like what would be about maybe $1.50 US to like get around pretty much anywhere, which is really nice. Yeah, and this is kind of a little view of the city. Okay, see you soon.